Indonesia has recorded more than 1,000 coronavirus deaths in a day for the first time as the growing surge cases overwhelms hospitals. The rise has put intense pressure on oxygen supplies. Indonesia correspondent Ann Barker reports.
With sick relatives struggling to breathe, desperate Indonesians have set out to find their own oxygen.
Hospitals should be accepting patients that tested positive, because my brother has been rejected by hospitals and we don't know if we can take care of him at home.
As daily infections soar to devastating highs, hospitals are bursting beyond capacity and oxygen supplies have all but run out.
I fear that we're facing an oxygen shortage, especially since this is for my parents. I hope that the government won't be facing an oxygen shortage for hospitals and for those who are doing self-isolation. And it would be great if the government can supply the oxygen for the people.
The Indonesian government has set up an oxygen distribution station in the capital Jakarta to meet growing demand from hospitals as more and more residents buy up local supplies. 200 oxygen cylinders were being distributed to hospitals after prices at private retailers trebled. The government's also trying to source extra supplies from neighbouring countries.
The government will continue to ensure the supply of oxygen cylinders. We're targeting 100% of production of oxygen in Indonesia to be utilised for medical usage. It means all oxygen for industrial usage will be switched over for medical usage.
More than 60 patients died at the weekend after oxygen supplies ran out at one hospital in central Java. Indonesia faces a worsening COVID crisis with 34,000 new infections in the past 24 hours and more than 1,000 deaths. Coffin makers are overwhelmed with demand and burial space is running low. The government has imposed tougher restrictions on movement across Java and Bali until later this month, with strict controls on travel and the closure of non-essential workplaces. Ann Barker, ABC News.